This is me leaving my gym. This is the space I work in 6 to 7 days a week, to be honest. Whenever I go anywhere, I always have my ambulatory aid with me. Not because I need it all the time. My arthritis acts up in sporadic ways. Sometimes I need it. Sometimes I need it just to crouch down and release my back from the stenosis that causes sciatica. But I always have it with me because I believe that this ambulatory aid is an excellent self-defense tool and one that I can have wherever I go. And it's a beautiful piece made by a master craftsman who you will hear from in this video. Why do I consider the cane such an important tool of self-defense? I don't think it gets enough love, to be honest. I think a lot of people look at it as a weird affectation of something that is a little bit anachronistic and doesn't really fit into modern society. As an escrimador, I have always really liked canes and walking sticks because it's been a way that I can carry a weapon that my skill sets allow me to use quite well. I used to be a fan of the straight walking stick only and was not a big fan of the crooktop walking stick until I talked to a few practitioners of it and got to know Master Guro and saw his system of using the crooktop cane. Now I have fully embraced both weapons. I love the crooktop cane not only for its practicality as a fighting tool, but also because it gives me something new to train, using that crook either to grab onto somebody and pull them, to trip them, and also to spin the cane. It's a wonderful way of doing ensayo or carenza. It is a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying the play in that. Now let's talk about why I think these things are so important. Number one, as the world changes and weapons become more commonplace in day-to-day violence, a counter weapon is something that I think a security-minded person should have, whether it be something you carry in your pocket or something you have in your hand at all times. And let's be honest, if it's in hand, it's a lot handier than something that is in your pocket. In most Western countries and in many parts of the United States, or at least in some parts of the United States, carrying something for the purpose of self-defense may not be legal. In Canada, we have a clause in our law that says that we are not allowed to carry a weapon that is dangerous to the public peace. So a walking stick, an ambulatory aid, is not a weapon at all. It is something that I use when my sciatica is bad. It is something that I use when the terrain is rough. It is also something that I can put to good use if I have to defend my life or the lives of others. As I get older, a force multiplier for self-defense becomes more and more necessary. I am not as strong as I used to be, and if I have to defend myself against multiple opponents or strong young men, I should have a tool because I'm an old geezer and I need a little extra help. Another thing that is awesome about canes over self-defense tools that you may carry in your pocket is that they give you range. Now, not range like a gun can give you, but in most Western countries, a gun is not an option for a law-abiding citizen. A cane still is, and it is a highly efficient weapon in trained hands. Keep in mind though, not all canes are created equal, and if you want something of high quality, look to places like Cane Masters and of course Cane Fighters International, my personal preference for cane manufacturers. A cane is generally in hand and doesn't have to be fumbled out of a pocket. A cane never runs out of bullets, and a cane does not look threatening. For these reasons, I do not see why the cane is not a more popular self-defense choice. But what I love most about the cane is that it's much easier to scale your use of force than using weapons like knives, or if you're in the US or some other country that allows it, a handgun. The cane is very scalable when it comes to the level of force you use with it. These are my main reasons why I love canes for self-defense.